Hello there, you are welcome. I am Uncle Agbaje. This is a video series that I am doing based on the Unified Lesson Plans of the Lagos State Universal Basic Education LASUBEB. This week we are looking at estimation and approximation. We have learned the approximation rules. Today we want to go into estimation. What exactly is the difference between estimation and approximation? Well, with approximation you are given a place value and you have to round off your number to that place value. Think of approximation as a derived word from proximity, which means closeness. Estimation, on the other hand, has to do with calculation. You are giving off a guess figure that is what you think is close to what the answer of a calculation should be. With estimation, there is some sort of calculation involved, and you are not limited to a particular place value. You can choose your own place values to round up to, as you will see. Without wasting much time, let us get right into it. Okay, so the topic is estimation once again. So perhaps you have watched some of those math Olympiad games where somebody is given a question of this nature, and within 5 seconds it just goes, this is the answer, bam! And you think, wow, this person must be a wizard. Well, the person is not such a wizard, as the person is a good estimator. And by the end of this lesson, you will be able to give the answer to this question without having to do any calculation of any sort. And that is a good skill for you to have and for your children to have as well. So let's look at the first example. For example, to estimate 578 plus 234. To estimate means to give an answer that is close to the correct answer. When you estimate, you pick your own desired place value, round off to that place value, and then perform your calculation as you should. For example, 578 and 234 are two numbers that we can easily round off to the nearest 100. 578 to the nearest 100 is between 500 and 600, and it is closer to 600. So 578 is approximately equal to 600. 234 is approximately equal to 200. So instead of calculating 500 plus 234, I can just calculate 600 plus 200, which is actually easy to work with, and I get 800. This is not the real answer, but it is going to be close to the answer. This is what we call the estimate. So what exactly is the real answer? We're going to see it very soon. The real answer is 812. And when you round off 812 to the nearest 100, you discover that it is not so far away from 800 itself. In fact, 800 is the approximate value of 812. So when you need to get an answer very quickly without having to go through the rigorous of calculation, estimation is your way out. Let's look at another example. Whoa, this one is a little bit more complicated. It says 42.15 divided by 20.863. Okay, so 42.15 is between 42 and 43 in terms of whole number. This time I'm rounding off to the nearest whole number. So that is why I said you can choose any place value that you want. You can choose to round off to the nearest 10 as well. So I'm rounding off to the nearest whole number. It's between 42 and 43, and it is closer to 42. So 42.15 approximately equal to 42. 20.863, very close to, that is between 20 and 21, and it is closer to 21. So instead of doing all this, I will just do 42 divided by 21, and that actually just gives me 2. So let's see what the real answer would be. Wow, the real answer is 2.02032, and that is actually very close to 2. In fact, 2 is an approximate value for this answer. So we're very, very close to the right answer. 2 is a good estimate. This question says, estimate 4,963 multiplied by 3,115. Now this is a huge number to work with, and if you're not such a good multiplier of numbers, then it will probably take you like 3 minutes, 5 minutes to do this on paper if you don't have a calculator. But estimation helps you out, and you can get it in less than 10 seconds. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to use thousands as the place value I'm rounding off to right now. So 4,963 is between 4,000 and 5,000, and it is closer to 5,000. 3,115 is between 3,000 and 4,000 to the nearest 1,000, it is closer to 3,000. Okay, so all I'm just going to do is that instead of multiplying these two numbers, I'm going to multiply 5,000 and 3,000. And to do that is absolutely easy. 5 times 3 gives 15, and I take all these zeros, put it behind, and I end up with 15 million. In less than 10 seconds, you can do that. But let's see what the correct result would be. The correct result is actually 15,459,745, which is not too far away from the answer that we got. And that shows you that estimation is very powerful. So what you want to do is you want to encourage your learners to pick place values that they are comfortable with. They can pick the largest place value there, but the smaller the place value they pick, the closer they will be to the result. So now to the initial question that I gave you. I want you to be able to solve this in 5 or 10 seconds. Pause the video, attempt it in your mind, and let's see how it goes. Alright then, I got my answer. My answer is 12.2165. And let's see if that is true. 4.13 to the nearest whole number is 4. 2.958 to the nearest whole number is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. And the only number that is close to 12 here is this number. If you multiply it out on your calculator, you get 12.21654. Alrighty then, it has been fun learning about estimation. I mean, just look at all those people that you think are math wizards. They're all just good estimators. You can be that, and if you are that, your learners can be way better than that. In the next lesson, we're going to be looking at significant figures. See you then. Bye bye now.